Well, briefly, I want to talk about a couple things before we get to the square up. But the first thing is 1923. I think it came out like Saturday night for some people. I don't know, but technically came out yesterday. It was a 2 episodes squished into one, and it was 2 hours long. I was a little behind, so I ripped through the whole season. Pretty much, I was like 4 episodes behind, so I ripped through the whole season, and I really liked it. I thought it was a slow burn that had a good end. There's one story that I did not need to exist in it at all. And basically 1923 is Spencer's aunt sends a letter saying that people are going to come take the ranch in season 1. And he finally makes it to the end by season 2. But it's actually like a good story of journeying back home to get to the ranch. Harrison Ford's actually really fucking good in it. The guy playing Spencer Dutton is good. He gets married and then they separate, and both he and his wife have to go on this crazy fucking journey to get back. They really wanted to drive home, like how hard it was to travel back then, even in 1923. And again, I like the show, but there's one storyline that just, after watching it for 2 seasons, they're like, why the fuck was that there? It loses points for this storyline, because if there was a point to it, fine. Oh, and a lot of fucking people die. Don't get too attached to very many people. Pretty crazy gunfights at the end that were fun, that looked like impossible odds that they couldn't defeat. And then Spencer comes in and dispenses justice. Well, no, murder. He fucking kills everybody with a fucking elephant gun, which is so funny. There's a guy with a Tommy gun, like firing at the house, and they're having a hard time getting the guy. Spencer just rolls up with his fucking elephant gun and boom, and it like blows the guy's torso out. It was great. The shots from the elephant gun were very entertaining. But there was a side story. Yeah, the Native American story just didn't need to be there, and it was played with kid gloves. I didn't catch it first season because I wasn't paying attention to her name. I probably should have, because it's been so long. But her last name is Rainwater, which means she's an ancestor of the chief of the main Yellowstone series, who ends up... Sorry, spoilers. For one, it featured the female marshal. And if anybody does a basic Google search, she was a deputy marshal in real life. She wasn't the marshal, but they made her the marshal in this. And they made her a stupid marshal, which was funny. So the Rainwater girl was in a Catholic school and was abused and by the priests, by the nuns, tortured. So she murdered a couple of nuns in their sleep. And then she just murders. She just murders and continues to murder. Murders cops, murders everybody. Her 2 companions die. Ultimately, she gets caught with a marshal woman. I forgot her name. I like the actress. She's from Dexter. She gets thrown in front of a judge, and the judge throws the case out because there's no witnesses, and she walks free. By the way, this girl like murdered the partner of female marshal, and she just couldn't give a fuck about it. And she was taking her side the whole time, and they just let her walk. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And I was like, okay, if this storyline intersects with the Dutton family or in some way Yellowstone, it never goes to Yellowstone. And she just rides off to California. And you know what it felt like? A fucking DEI insert. You know, everything else was great. Helen Mirren was fucking great. Harrison Ford, great. The guy who plays Spencer Dutton, great. Everybody's fine. Everybody's good. That Native American storyline was just like, oh, come on, Taylor Sheridan. So that docked some points for me. Go watch Landman. Landman and Tulsa King. I'll sit here and tell you, Tulsa King's his best show. As far as Taylor Sheridan is concerned, I'd say now Tulsa King and Landman are his best shows. I've seen all of Yellowstone now, and I like some of it. I actually like season 2 with the big gunfight at the end, and I think kind of went downhill after that. It was still like, there's characters I really like in it. Did not like the ending very much. I liked 1883, and I like 1883 more than I like 1923, which was reversed, because after season 1 of 1923, I was like, I think I like 1923 better than 1883, but nope. Now I like 1883 more than 1923. But his best 2 shows are Tulsa King and Landman, in that order. Yeah, 1883 was just like at least compact, and it was like rough. They still deal with the Native Americans with kid gloves, but they killed people and each other too. So Tulsa King is, I've got to read, and it's fast tracked, and Robert Patrick is now going to be in Tulsa King. This is such a loaded cast. Frank Grillo, Neil McDonough, Robert Patrick, with Sylvester Stallone. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.